Hello, accountability buddies. This is vlog number 50. That's 10, that's 5, so I should do this like 10 times, or 5 times. Anyway, I am back out. As you can maybe see, it's pretty gray and dismal out. I'm back at the Linway, where it is the worst place to vlog because of background noise. The cars are super loud. The ocean's pretty loud. There's like a dull roar here. But Adobe Rush seems to do okay with getting that out of the background. Kind of, I guess. So, yeah, I'm out for a walk and just kind of getting ready to get out there. It's a little cool this morning, so I did bring my buff, and I've got my gloves ready to go. Dog walkers are looking at me like I'm nutso because I'm talking to a camera, and yeah, so that's that. So I have two things I want to talk about today. The first one's a little heavy. The second one is a little lighter. So, oh yeah, I'm at Kings Beach in Red Rock Park again. I'm gonna walk maybe the whole way out to Nahant today. I've got a lot of time to walk. It's pretty early. It's before 9, and I don't have to be at work until 10:30. So I've got like almost an hour and 45 minutes to get out there and get some time out there. And it's not as windy today as it has been. It was really windy yesterday. It's much less windy today. So it'll be a little more comfortable getting out there. All right. So the first topic, I touched upon this in, I think the 5 things or 3 things I've learned about weight loss video. But it's something that has come up again. So, I am losing weight, which was, and I will continue to say this, that is not the primary focus of my getting healthy. My getting healthy is about fitness level. And for that for me, the fitness level is being able to walk for extended periods of time and ride my bike for longer periods of time, because I do want to do some bike touring. And so that's my goal. My goal is to be more physically fit, not lose weight. A side effect of becoming more physically fit is that I am losing weight. Additionally, the other thing, primary focus of this getting fit and healthier, is that I'm trying to reduce some of the type 2 diabetes symptoms that I have and get off medications for type 2 diabetes. So I'm trying to stabilize those blood sugars. And the best way to do that is through physical activity and diet. So it's a two-pronged thing. Diet and exercise for me is what I'm using. I'm not a doctor. So don't take anything that I say in these videos as medical advice. I'm a therapist. I can listen to you, not you. Anyway, beside the point. So a side effect of my activities is that I am losing weight. And this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. I'm happy to be losing weight. I'm happy to have some of my older clothes fit again. That's nice. That's a nice benefit. But so the thing that I want to talk about is something that I have not seen in any other getting healthy or fitness vlog or video. I've never had a doctor talk to me about it. I never had the nutritionist talk to me about it. The diabetes educator never talked to me about this. And that's the physical feeling of what it feels like physically to lose weight. I likened it to being a deflated balloon before, and I'm going to keep that metaphor because it's becoming more like a more intense version of that now. So the thing that when I was heavier, my skin was tighter and sort of like things were fuller and harder, if that makes sense. And as I've lost weight, it's like I've like things are looser and hanging, and it's less comfortable. So like, if you get like a rubber balloon, like a latex balloon, and you blow it up, it's got a design on it, it looks pretty good while it's blown up, and then over time it starts to lose air. And, you know, especially if you've like had a balloon blown up for a few days, and it gets these like saggy patches, and it's like it wants to retain its old shape. And if there was a design on it, the design doesn't look as maybe a little misshapen, doesn't look quite right or like it used to. And that's kind of what my body feels like right now. Like my skin is softer. Stretch marks are sunken in a little bit, and like things are hanging where they were once held up by the expansion of fat. And I haven't lost that much weight compared to the last time I think I made that video, I want to say in February. So, I'm probably only lost another 10 pounds, maybe, if that. And everything just feels sort of loose and soft, and it's uncomfortable. The other thing is that when I'm moving, that loose skin and things that are hanging, move around a lot. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I need Spanx for exercise, to kind of hold the loose fat in place for a while. And, you know, sports bra does a great job of that, but then the sports bra doesn't fit as well as it used to because I've lost weight. And so anyway, you need to like strap that thing down. But yeah, no one talks about the discomfort of losing weight. It's always like, I was fat and now I feel great. And no, actually, yes, I feel great. Mentally, emotionally, I feel more stable. Part of that's because my blood sugars are more stable. So that feels good. Like, and like, yes, my body feels good, but it's also encased in the shell of loose, jiggly fat and skin that doesn't want to stay in place as I move. And that is very uncomfortable. And I don't, like, no one talks about this. I'm talking about it, and I'm just some fat old lesbian on the intertubes complaining about weight loss. And I'm not complaining about weight loss. I feel good. Like, I can walk for 6 miles now, and it doesn't hurt like it used to. It's an uncomfortable hurt instead of like, I feel like I'm going to die for 3 days afterwards. I can ride my bike now for half an hour, 45 minutes, and not want to die at the end of it. And that's all good, positive change. But the sort of loose skin, like being kind of in this loose, jiggly body, when I can feel like my muscles tightening up and becoming stronger, is hard. It's not comfortable. My legs look great and my legs feel good. So that's a good thing. So that's my rant about, like, no one talks about like the changes in your fat as you lose weight. Feeling like a deflated balloon is definitely uncomfortable. The other thing, the positive, lighter thing that I wanted to talk about now that I've ranted about being fat for 8 minutes, is that I put in an offer through Facebook Marketplace for a used bike, which I'm really looking at as just a frame. It's an older Trek with an aluminum frame. And it looks like it was something that was probably used by this family's kids. And has stickers all over it. Maybe used for commuting or something like that. It was their beater bike. So it's got like the derailleur and most of the steel parts are pretty rusted, but the aluminum frame looks like it's in good shape. And so I'm gonna, Facebook Marketplace around here is kind of wild. Like, I've put offers on things and someone can say, yeah, you can pick it up on this day. And then I, message them and they never get back to me, so I don't have the address to go and pick up, and then they finally get back to me 3 days later. They're like, oh yeah, I sold it to someone else. Or like I show up at someone's house to buy the thing and they're like, oh, I thought you were already here, I sold it to someone else. Or people like will say, yes, I'll sell it to you, and then they ghost you and you never hear from them again. However, this time, I put in an offer. It's $50, which is a good deal. And the woman gave me her address and phone number today. She has my phone number, and I'm going to go and hopefully pick up this bike, this afternoon. And you might be wondering, well, why are you buying another bike if you're working on like transforming your current bike into a tour bike? Part of it is that there are things that I don't want to do to this bike that I've currently got that I want to do on this new frame. I've been wanting to learn how to do aluminum brazing or soldering. So it's a debate about what it's actually called, but there's aluminum brazing. So I've been wanting to learn how to do that, to install bottle cage bosses, as well as do some other stuff to the frame. So I don't want to do that to my current frame, because I also I need something to ride this summer. And so this bike that I'm going to turn into a touring bike is not something that I'll ride this summer, but will be ridden in the following summer, and possibly throughout the fall. So it's something that I'm going to do as a slower, longer term project. I also want to learn how to paint a bike frame. So I really want to do a cool, artistic paint job on this bike that's going to look fun. I want to do some stencil work on it. So I just this is a frame that I'm going to have fun with. I'm going to learn how to do some welding, and brazing on it, to heavily modify this frame. And I didn't want to do that with a bike that already has good parts on it that I might screw up. Whereas this new frame is a $50 investment, which is pretty inexpensive as bike frames go. It's also a Trek frame, which is a pretty quality brand. Also, all of the parts that will be on it will be bike store quality. Just as like a hint out there for anyone who's thinking about following in my footsteps and turning, a used bike into a touring bike. If you're going to buy a used bike, buy a bike store bike that's older versus buying like a Walmart or a big box bike that's used. If you're going to buy a used bike, get a bike store bike. There are many reasons for that, and I'll go into that in further videos, but I also want to use that bike as something for the channel, so it'll be something that as I strip the bike down and tear it apart, I'm going to record all of that so you can see what it looks like, and maybe that's going to bore you to tears, but it's something that I greatly enjoyed. So anyway, that's today's rant. I am going to go out into the fog. I mean, it's super, I don't know, can you tell how foggy it is out there? It's super foggy. Like, normally I think you can see Swampscott back there, but all you can see is fog. So anyway, I'm going to go get my walk in, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy the thumbs up, the comments. I really enjoy all of that. So thank you so much for going on this journey with me, and I will see you next time.